It's live on
YouTube?
Yes, indeed.
So we're live over here. We're going to wait for a minute till we get our other feeds up, which are now up. So how you doing, everybody? Adrian Fuentes, Maricopa County Recorder. We've had some developments in elections in the last several days. As we know, there is now going to be, and the governor called this morning, December, what's today?
You're not on Facebook yet, by the way.
No, I'm not?
No.
But you are on Instagram.
So on December 11th, the governor declared a special election for CD8. So today we're going to talk about when and where. And this is just going to help folks out. So please share this out there when you get it. We're talking today about when elections are happening in 2018 and where they're happening. We're going to help you figure out where using our website. But so the when and where. Right, the when is really starting very, very soon. As a matter of fact, we're going to have our first special primary for CD8. That's Congressional District number 8. That election is going to happen on February 27th. So that's coming up real soon. That's a primary for that congressional seat. All right, the next election after that is going to happen in March. That one was called for the city of Tempe. They've got some municipal elections, some things they're going to be doing. That's going to take place in March. March 13th. You know what? I should probably do this a little more clearly. Anyway, in 2018, and those are going to be some city council stuff and some other questions for the folks in Tempe. And then this CD8 is going to also end up having a general for that congressional district that recently came available. That general election is going to happen on the 24th.
What's the difference between primary and general?
Well, the difference between the primary and the general is this primary is where the Republicans will be voting for Republicans, the Democrats will be voting for Democrats, and our other party folks who are not party designated will be able to choose one of those two ballots. So you can vote in either one of those. But this is a primary so that we can get these folks set up for the general election for that CD8. Okay, so those are the next several elections that are going to be coming up. Now, what we're going to do here is I'm going to log in to this. Having a little bit of a moment here, so that we can make sure that we get the maps on how to find those races and those elections. My screensaver went down before I wanted it to. So what we have here is our website. This is the where. Okay, so this is the when for our elections. Now we've also got an election in May. We've got a primary in August. We've got a general in November. But right now, our next three are February, March, and April. The two new ones that we have, which get sparklies, are the CD8 special primary and the CD8 special general. We knew about Tempe, but we didn't know about these two until today when they were declared by the governor. So we're working with the Secretary of State and everybody else on those. Now, how do you find out where? Well, you come to our website at maricopa.vote. That's maricopa.vote. You go to the elections, and then you can scroll right down to election maps. We're working on the calendars right now since there have been changes. And when you click on the election map part of the page, you end up, after a little bit, scrolling, searching, and ending up finding out where to look. Now, this is a map of the city of Tempe. As you can see, we've got cities and towns shaded in among all of the choices that you can make, and that will get you there to find out where city of Tempe is. So we go from there. Front page, you can go to Reviewer. When you click on Reviewer, I guess this pen doesn't work as well as I thought it would, right? And you say, okay. Now what I want to do is come over to Content, and I'll scroll down to Congressional District, right here. This is a great tool that was here in our conference room when we got here, and you can go straight to Congressional District 8. So this is Congressional District 8, and you can see where it covers. Now, here's the I-10 freeway, right, and the 51 and the 202, here's I-17. So this section right here of Maricopa County is Congressional District 8. We've got about 150 more or less precincts in there. We've got not quite 500,000 voters. So 71% of the population up there are already on the permanent early vote list, things like that. So for this special election, again, February 27th for the primary and April 24th for the general. Now, voter registration deadlines, very important for these races. For that special primary, the voter registration deadline is January 29th. So if you're doing voter registration, January 29th is the date for this one. And for the special general, it's going to be March 26th. So again, it's not really all that complicated if you just kind of spread it out and put it down. Our first election this year is going to be just in CD8. This part of Maricopa County, as you can see, there's Maricopa County, the whole county. CD8 is right here. Northwest area comes down into Glendale, right down a little south of the I-10 in Goodyear, covers Sun City, up the I-17 corridor. Peoria certainly is in there. There's some parts of Phoenix up in here. That's where that one's going to be, February 27th. Then the regular election, the general, is going to be April 24th. So is there going to be an election next fall for that congressional seat? Yes, this is a special election. So had the congressman not resigned until, I think it's May, 6 months prior to the election, we would not be having a special election, but now we do. And so we've got 6 elections. This year, 2018, we've got 2 new ones for CD8 in February and March. We had our normal run of, February and April. We had our normal run of March, May, August, and November that we were looking forward to. So lots of stuff going on. This is when our next 3 elections are in Maricopa County. Some are not for everyone. For example, folks in Mesa, I'm sorry, you're not going to get to vote until maybe the primaries, depending on what's going on. Folks out in Wickenburg, you're way up here, you're outside of that district, you don't have an election either. I'm not going to have an election until, I think, August myself, so in my neighborhood. So, but this is part of what's going on. So Maricopa County is going to have more democracy going on in 2018 than anybody had expected. Lots of ballots going on, lots of votes going on. Share this with folks so that they'll understand that it's really not that complicated, but you just got to kind of look ahead a little bit. So again, our new elections for this year are February 27th, only in CD8, this part of Maricopa County only. All right, let's pinch that down a little bit. So just up in here, right? And the April general, again, just in Congressional District number 8. That's how you get that information. This is where it's coming from. Sorry this took a little longer than I anticipated, but this thing timed out on me. So hope everybody's having a great week so far today and for the rest of the week. I'm Adrian Fontes, your Maricopa County Recorder. If we can get any more information to you, we will. Thanks so much, and we'll see you soon.